Yesterday we discussed about integral yoga, Purna yoga, as it is very well portrayed by Sri Maharshi Aurobindo. Yoga for physical body, yoga for vital body, yoga for mental body, yoga for psychic body. That is how he categorizes yoga and integrates the whole, because no vital yoga is possible without physical yoga. No physical yoga is possible without mental and spiritual yoga. Mental and intellectual yoga. And above all this, the main yoga is spiritual yoga, spiritually rooted yoga, spiritually oriented yoga. When spirituality is missing, there is no yoga at all. For physical yoga or yoga at physical level, we have to make it spiritualized. We have to spiritualize it. Then only it is yoga. When all physical activities are guided by spirituality, it becomes physical yoga. When all vital activities, prana activities, vital activity in the sense prana activities. Prana activity in the sense prana, apana, vyana, udana, samana activities in different parts of our physics. In our heart area, prana will be working. Like that, other four pranas, apana, vyana, udana, samana, they will be active in other regions of our body, other limbs and organs of our body. When we make all these activities spiritually rooted, that becomes vital yoga. I am breathing, my heart is pulsating, blood flow every time is going on, all other activities going on. All these are due to prana activity, vital activity. All these functions taking place due to different prana activities. But they are not mere biological activities. Heart pulsation, it takes place every time, naturally. When all these activities will be going on, I feel that this is due to Atman, due to something supra-clinical existence in my personality, that is Jivatma. As long as that is there, prana also working. Prani na praniti yena prana praniyate. Tadev brahmatho vidhi idam idam pasate. Yen manasana manute yena manumatam. Tadev brahmatho vidhi idam idam pasate. synthesizing, mind feeling, doubting, deciding, kamaha, sankalpa, vichikitsa. All these good and bad feelings will be lingering every time in that sphere of mind. How they are going on? Because that Atman inside, it activates everything. You are talking and walking, all physical activities are going on. How they are going on? It is because of Atman inside. So physical activities, vital activity, mental activity, and intellectual activities. That is how we have to categorize. Our activities will be in these spheres. They can be categorized under these four main titles. For all these activities, the main force is Atman, consciousness. Though it is supraphysical, it exists. It is understandable to those rishis, great people who have extraordinary brain power, utambhara. They know beyond all these things there is something that activates all these things. So with this insight, when we do all type of work, that becomes yoga. Yoga. If our thinking is just matter-centered, if spirituality is missing, even your holy works like puja, performance of puja, performance of yajna, doing dana, doing service, rendering service, all these auspicious activities also become meaningless. Why? Because prana is missing there. Spirituality is missing there. Atma drishti is missing there. Our ancestors, they respected all types of activities. They never negated any activity as something unwanted. Every activity means every type of activity. Physical activities. That means we use our jnanendriyas and karmendriyas. Using those indriyas, we conduct various types of activities. That is physical activity. Every physical activity can be yajna. That's what they said. Yajna performance. What is yajna? Pouring ghee in the fire. It is yajna. That is what we know. We know. It is not that much only. If you put flowers and do Mangalarati, that is called puja. We know that much. But whether it is puja or yajna, any type of auspicious activity, if Atma Drishti is missing, spiritual thinking is missing, that the activity becomes a mere mechanical activity. That is why they told to bring in spirituality everywhere. Very small thing. I am just cleaning this floor. There again I invoke the feeling that this is prayer hall. Here sanctity is to be maintained, cleanliness to be maintained. So this is a kind of worship I am doing here by cleansing this floor. This type of understanding. That very feeling, understanding, thinking makes your own normal activity very, very significant, divine activity. That is called yoga. Every time, eating, everything becomes yoga, everything becomes yajna, that's what they told. With that much insight only they could do. That is why people of that standard, high caliber, lived here in this land for centuries together, for millenniums together. Now we are missing many things. That's why now our human content, it is not so much high. It is diminishing. Day by day it is coming down. Why coming down? Because human content, it is coming down. What is the human content? Only divine feeling. Everywhere divine feeling. That makes man the first letter capital M. If we do everything with materialistic attitude, our first letter M, first letter becomes small. We have to make it capital letter M. How to make it? Just by imbibing spiritual touch. That is what all yogis have practiced. Now also many yogis practicing. That too only makes them great. So we have to make the whole activities yogic. By divinizing every activity, by adding one important component, that is spirituality. That's all. But it is not so easy as I just explained to you. Very difficult. Because now spiritual activities also conducted by material attitude. Very bad. Because everything commercialized. In that context, even spiritual activities became very, very selfish. Yoga now has become marketing thing. Vedanta has become marketing things. Many people in Bangalore, they go on delivering lecture from morning to evening and just for earning money. They go on giving lectures in many temples, in many samudaya bhavanas, in many spiritual centers, without practicing in their life. Life is different, preaching is different, practicing. That doesn't make yoga. That doesn't make Vedanta. It may not be so easy to practice. Whatever we say, everything is not so easy to bring. But as we start, we proceed with proper positive attitude, many things come. Because in our history we have some hunter, very selfish fellow, becoming a great poet Valmiki. That much transformation is possible. That much metamorphosis in the personality is possible, provided he does it with spiritual touch. That makes yoga. So how ordinary hunter became Valmiki? It is due to yoga. How an ordinary Narendra became Vivekananda? It is because of yoga. We are also ordinary people. But how to make it? How to transform our own personality, bringing all this yoga? Mainly this yoga. What is that? Integrated yoga. Purna yoga. It's called Purna yoga. So Purna yoga, there are components there are. Ahara, Vihara, Cheshta, Swapna and Avabodha. 5 items I explained yesterday. I go in detail now. Yukta Ahara Viharasya Yukta युक्त चेष्टस्य कर्मसु युक्त स्वप्न अवबोधस्य. So 5 aspects. If we bring yoga in these 5 aspects, our yoga becomes integrated yoga, Purna yoga. Purna yoga. First we have to take Ahara yoga. Ahara yoga, what is this? Ahara we take every time. We take. Whenever we are hungry, we take. When we feel irritated sometime inside belly, we feel it. Bite something. That is how now, because we are living in a very free society. Free society means we feel that we are free. We are free means we are free in all these activities. That's why young generation doesn't like anything imposed on them. If parents say, child, don't eat this, if they start advising immediately, children become interested. Because they will be moving with their friends. There they will be eating many unwanted foods. And as they grow, they become total slaves of such food. That becomes an alarming thing in their life. There is no touch of any culture, because preparation also most unsafe. And it is too much rajasika in nature. Yatayamam gata rasam puti paryushikanta yatu uchchittamappi amedhyam. That is tamasa. I don't explain, easily understandable. Yatayama very old. Because we keep this in that, what is that? Refrigerator. So it becomes Yatayama. And Gata Rasam, Rasa will not be there. It becomes very dry. That type of food only, people prefer. Puti, it is contaminated. Contaminated food. Paryushika, impure. Uchchittam, and people eat and just leave it there. All this food, they become very unhealthy. And very interesting statement is there in Chandogya Upanishad. Whatever food you take, it is divided into 3. Anishtha bhaga, madhyama bhaga, sthula bhaga. Very subtle and moderate and very gross. That is how whatever food you take, it will be segregated inside. That middle part, moderate part, it will be assimilated. It becomes blood. And so many other dhatu in our sharira body. Unwanted things will go away. And very anishtha bhaga, essential part of that. It becomes manaha. It enriches our brain power. It activates our brain soul. Brain soul are very special cells. They are very sattvic in nature. They prefer sattvic food only. Your lower part may prefer Vajasika food. This is Gunda part, below neck. It requires also for leg and other abdomen and all part, little Vajasika food is needed. But for enrichment of brain cell, for every person, for each and every person, Sattvic food is very much important. Because naturally our brain cells, they want that type of food. They take essence and power from that type of food taken and they get enriched. So for enrichment of brain power, for everyone, whether he is student or professor engineer, a doctor, whoever he may be. Only one type of food is required. That is sattvic food only. If we take that one, then our ahara becomes yogic. That is true. I take still more time to explain on these things. Very scientifically structured system our old people have suggested. Only thing left it is to practice. Know it full well and practice it